Hi, welcome to Real Food Real Fast. I'm health coach Angelle Batten, and I am here with
Chef Jackie White from PrepLikeAChef.com.
And in this episode, we are going, Chef Jackie is going to teach you how to boil an egg so that it peels perfectly, because that is so annoying when you boil your eggs and you go to peel them and you lose like quarter of the egg because it's not peeling well. So
this is the single most emails, comments, phone calls that I get every spring at Easter time. I'm thinking, is there not something on the internet about how to make an egg?
We just talk to the bat phone and call Chef Jackie.
So I crack up because so much of my time gets consumed by this question. So I've done it several ways, but I've kind of comboed those ways to make it happen.
Love it.
The fresher the egg, the harder it is to peel. I currently have a neighbor with chickens, so my eggs are literally
like really fresh.
Really fresh.
They're just
so they're
very
they're very difficult to peel. So the trick is on the butt end, they call it, the bigger end of your egg.
Okay.
Because there's a little air pocket.
I can see this as 13-year-old boy humor in my house. The butt end of the egg.
Hey, I miss those guys. So then you just place your pan in. Now I already pre-did it. But I'll show you. You just poke. So it's pretty easy. A safety pan, a tack.
I have never heard this or read this or seen this.
So what this does is breaks the seal, right?
Okay.
So that air and water can get in, because the fresher the egg, the tighter it is to its shell still. As an egg gets older, it pulls away from the shell and starts to shrink inside because it's actually losing moisture. So the fresh eggs are still really tight to their outside shell. So by putting a hole here, now air and water can get in.
Okay.
So if your eggs are cold, start with cold water. I usually start with room temperature water. I don't refrigerate my fresh eggs, but you can.
Well, eggs traditionally weren't refrigerated, right?
No.
So anyway, if they're in the refrigerator, which most people's are, you're saying either take them out and bring them to room temperature, and then use room temperature water to
Right. So you want your water and your egg to be at a similar temperature, because otherwise that's how you get cracks and you get leaks.
Okay.
And so you always...
So if you're using
I even
cold
noticed
eggs,
today in your pot upstairs, there's an egg that's cracked and it's starting to come out of the shell.
Right. Because I put cold eggs in room temperature water, so you said...
Just try and come closer to water temperature to the egg temperature.
So you put it in before you boil your water.
I put it in before I boil my water.
I do too.
And I cover it completely with water, so just enough to cover the eggs. The crowding doesn't matter here, Angelle.
I can crowd your pan.
You can crowd your pan. So I usually do, a whole dozen, because I eat eggs almost every day of my life.
Yeah.
And it's a great snack and it's super quick. So I turn it on high, bring it to a boil.
Yeah.
Once it boils, I turn it off and I let it sit I set a timer and let it sit 18 minutes. You do a little different.
Very similar though. I mean, I let it boil for 1 minute. So I set the timer for 1 minute, and it's about 1 minute, and then I turn it off, let it sit for about 15 minutes, and then I take them out.
And then you run them under cold water.
So
run them under cold water.
But I think a lot of times people think that they have to boil eggs for a long time.
And that's when you get the oxidation or the outside green.
So it's really 1 minute or less. You just bring it to a boil and then you let it sit. The eggs sit in the water.
Right. So you can either do the 1 minute. The 15 or just 18 straight up. Okay. So whatever you're comfortable with. So this I started peeling to show you, look how easy this comes off this egg.
That's awesome.
And it's people just avoid hard-boiled eggs, or they buy them in the store already hard-boiled because it's so hard. This isn't even running underwater, but see how there was it doesn't stick because I created that space between.
Love
and
it.
let's see what color it is on the inside. Is this
can you find a knife in there?
Is this too risky on live TV?
It might be.
Live taped TV?
Yeah.
So maybe a minute too long. So there's just a little edge, but pretty bright yellow and white. Perfect shape, good condition. And that's how you can do fresh eggs. You can do older eggs.
Okay.
But your peel will come off every time.
Awesome. So how to get the perfect boiled egg that peels perfectly. So very
So
cool.
for lots of recipes using eggs, you can see both of us at AngelleBatten.com or PrepLikeAChef.com.
And most importantly, get in the kitchen and start cooking.
Real food, real fast.
I caught her up there. Real food, real fast.